We are inside and under the roof tonight here at Rogers Centre in Toronto, Ontario. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Toronto Blue Jays. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Matt Shoemaker is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, the maker of shoes, Matt Shoemaker. Split finger's his best pitch. Good fastball, not a great one. 91 to 93 miles an hour. Split finger is the key for Matt Shoemaker. Has the straight changeup to go along with it. You'll know if he's on early. Lots of swings and misses on the splitter.
Now at the plate, KETEL Marte. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First offering on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Into the box, number 14, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. From the stretch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. He settles under it and makes the catch in the deepest confine of the ballpark. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Matty, this is going to be a fun lineup for me to watch. I get fired up watching these guys because they all have a plan. It works for them. They follow the scouting reports. They grind it out in the video room. I'm interested to see what they've come up with.
Digging in, EDUARDO ESCOBAR. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Very difficult to be a switch hitter in baseball today. Without question, the more comfortable side being from the right side. So he's going to have his work cut out for him here, hitting left-handed.
Marte stands at first with one out. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. Marte rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the run will score as the Diamondbacks take the early 1-0 lead.
Well, when you leave a pitch that high in the zone like that, you have to expect bad things to happen. So instead of a double play ball, he gives up a shot to the outfield, and that brings the runner all the way around from first to score.
Into the box now, Christian Walker. Popped him up. Tellez has room in foul territory. He's got it, and there are two down now.
That is fifth. The left fielder, number 6.
Up next for Arizona, David Peralta. And now the Diamondbacks look to push more across in the opening frame. He's set. Here it comes. And he gets ahead 0-1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Ready with the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Shoemaker has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. Two out here and a runner at second. Swing and a drive to right by Peralta. This one's got some carry. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big two-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time. That's exactly what this guy did.
Standing in now, Wilmer Flores. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Jones.
Now at the plate, Adam Jones. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
0-1 the count. Working for the punch out and the offering. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the D-backs 2, the Jays nothing. Mark Durham, the Nebraska native, will be the starter on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Stepping in, Bo Bichette. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. In there, no balls and a strike. The windup and the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, this lineup finds themselves down 2 runs. Nothing crazy. Everyone relax. Stay within the game plan. Find a way to execute and get 1 run on the board and get back in this.
Into the box now, number 8. He's ready for his first AB here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. High and deep to straightaway right. Right fielder looking up, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and the Blue Jays are on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Batting third.
In now, number 13. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two 2-0 to the Jays left fielder.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
The 2-0 is a heater in there for a strike. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Hey, D-Row, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners, but you start giving north, it makes it super tough on the hitters.
The 2-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 27.
Standing in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Here comes the first pitch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Gurriel, base runner at first with one out. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe. And unfortunately, he let that one go. And he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Number 14 is there, and he has it for the out.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Justin SMOAK.
Here's Justin SMOAK now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. First pitch on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. And it's fouled away. Two out with the man at first. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
The next 1-2 pitch. And he takes a strike three called on the screwball, and that's how the inning will end. Jays answer right back with this solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Digging in the switch hitter, Javier Garcia. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Javier Garcia.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with two strikes. Now the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Another 0-2 home. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll get there as the Diamondbacks get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
Into the box, Carson Kelly, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Richard comes on now, and he has it one down.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Randal Grichuk. It's the ability to put it together every day on a consistent basis that's going to separate this guy from superstar to average big leaguer. Look for him to make an impact on one side of the ball today.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ketel Marte. He singled to start the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at bat. An opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
Hit hard down the left field line, but this is going to get foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. He'll get it into second. Throw won't get him.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Stepping in now, number 14. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Gurriel going back, gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Gurriel is calling for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Christian Walker.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got it.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But the Diamondbacks erupt for 3 thanks to this 3-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the Blue Jays 1. Here's Randall Grichuk. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Toronto,
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
That swing looked kind of out of control to me. It looked like he was trying to dial 9, but when you're down by 4 runs early in the game, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. High in the air out to center field. Marte has a play. 1 away.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at David Peralta. Bazooka arm in the outfield. Obviously, he was originally signed as a pitcher. Didn't work out. Reset the battery and came back as a big league outfielder. Impressive.
Coming to the plate now, Rowdy Tellez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. One out, nobody on. That finds the zone, a called strike. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting 8, the catcher, number 10.
So coming to the plate, Reese McGuire will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. Here comes the first pitch. This is grounded foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
Pitch on the way. Here's a drive out toward left center field. Around first, digging for 2. And big trouble as this gets to the wall now. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
You said it, Matty. That's 10 hits in this game between the 2 teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
Stepping up now, Derek Fisher. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Taken, but called a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in a philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Stepping into the box, David Peralta looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Lifted in the air out to center field. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Wilmer Flores.
1 gone in the Arizona 3rd, and up next the utility man Wilmer Flores. Swing and a liner, but the shortstop won't have far to go to haul this one in, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, Adam Jones.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adam Jones. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1. And Jones takes this one for a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Fisher is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. They're up 5-1. Coming to the plate now, Bo Bichette, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Shortstop, number 11.
Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
Now an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Into the box now, number 8. Lifted down the line in left. After it is Peralta, but this will land untouched. The 0-1 pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder, but not quite enough as it's off the center field wall. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And he is out on the tag.
Left fielder, Lourdes.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Here comes the first pitch. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. This one's flared off to the right side. Here comes the right fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They're down 5-1. Now at the plate, Javier Garcia. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Javier.
Line to the right side. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Now batting.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
In now, Carson Kelly. He swings and grounds it to short, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
Yeah, and you can take a look at his numbers here. With that one-out single, he's flirting with a little trouble here again. You'd like to see him find a way to get out of this inning and battle for another inning or so, but you also don't want him to give up a big number.
Digging in and looking for more, KETEL Marte. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Line drive to left, and that's in there, base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Into the box, number 14, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
The third baseman, number 5.
Digging in once again, Eduardo Escobar. He flew out in his last at-bat. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The change up on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
At the plate, Christian Walker. He's popped out and lined out. 0 for 2 thus far. And now it appears the outfield will shift and assume a more straight up alignment. So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Clay Buchholz answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Clay
From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks leave them loaded. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Now at the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
number 27.
And he'll watch the palm ball that falls in for strike 1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Marte going back on it, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall at left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of here. Stepping in now, Justin SMOAK, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Just don't understand the game plan right here. Walking up to home plate, you had to think you could potentially be pitched around. But now you find yourself down 0-2, and it's a battle.
Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Now batting, center fielder.
Ready now, Randall Grichuk. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss on the palm ball. Strike one. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Guerrero leads off second with one gone in the inning. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder. Strike 3 called. Nasty screwball there for out number 2.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Behind 0-2 now. Tellez tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Toronto. They're down here 5-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready for another shot now. David Peralta. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Line toward the gap in left center. A dive, but it's off his glove. The throw into second. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And a mistake here as he's tagged out in no man's land. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
Boy, talk about frustrating as a pitcher, D-Roll. The pitch before that was some kind of a funky swing, and then he delivers a base hit on the next pitch.
Yeah, that's the name of the game right there. Did he take a bad hack, or was he setting you up, Dan Plesac?
Standing in now, Adam Jones. No balls and 1 strike. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Fisher is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the 2nd out. Digging in, Javier Garcia, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, he's not quite as powerful from the left side. He's certainly not Chipper Jones, who had pop from both sides of the plate. Much more pop hitting right-handed.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. This is line to left. Gurriel is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 left for Arizona. They're up 5-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. The frustration stems around not just how much they're striking out, but more importantly, how much they're striking out looking. He acknowledged that the opposition is making good pitches, but he also said that they're hittable. They feel like there's no reason to accept letting pitches in the strike zone go by in 2-strike situations.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Palm ball in there, strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. Here it comes. Swing and a line drive, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the 1st out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Derek Fisher.
Stepping in for the Jays, Derek Fisher, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his 1st at bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
In now, Bo Bichette, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Liner towards second. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
The batter, number 8.
In now, number 8. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And before the 0-1 pitch, he'll step out of the box and get his bearings a bit. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Again, he sends it out of play. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Marte ranging forward. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Blue Jays held in check. They're down 5-1. So striding forward now, Carson Kelly. He'll be the first to swing it here in the Arizona 6th inning. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted into center field. Grichuk is there. One down.
The center fielder.
Now batting, KETEL Marte. He singled his last time up. Swinging a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
The batter, number 14.
Number 14 will stand in as we'll flash you back to the 2nd inning as you get a look at this key 3-run home run. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
The third baseman, number 5, Eduardo Escobar.
Ready once again, Eduardo Escobar. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike one to start the at-bat.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Here comes the 0-1. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. But he will make the catch on the dead run as he tracks it down just shy of the wall, and the side is retired. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Next to bat for Toronto, number 13. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Peralta on the move. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting.
And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Peralta is under it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Striding forward now is the DH, Justin SMOAK. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. They're down here 5-1. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. So here's the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. To the left side, but it's well foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Now another 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
The batter, number 6.
One gone now in the Arizona 7th. And up next, the outfielder David Peralta. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in, Wilmer Flores. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Hit out towards second, right to him. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Standing in, Rendell Grichuk. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
0-1 the count. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. The next 0-2. Popped him up. Escobar over to his right. One away.
Now batting.
So one away now in the Toronto 7th. And that'll bring up Rowdy Tellez. Seared down the first baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
The batter, number 10.
Now to the plate, Reese McGuire. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far, and that's dead center for strike 1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with this team.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They're down 5-1. So to the plate, the Diamondbacks designated hitter, Adam Jones. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The windup and the 0-1. Hit high and deep out to left field. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. So it's a good start to the inning for the Diamondbacks. Leadoff hitters aboard.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there, not putting his head down, being over aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think he would have been toast if we tried to stretch that one into a double.
Stepping into the box, Carson Kelly. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Flying toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. The relay, the tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2. Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, KETEL Marte. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A play at the plate, and he is safe at the plate as they open things further to 6-1 now.
Now batting,
So stepping in, number 14. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gurriel will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. D-backs lead it 6-1. Derek Fisher the next to bat. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
Into the box now, Bo Bichette. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dero, this pitch has kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through on this one.
Behind 0-2 now. Fisher at second. Bichette on at first with nobody out. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Waiting on it, the right fielder. One down. Long throw to third. The tag, and they got him at third. It's a double play. Into the box, number 13. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Line drive to center field. And that's in there, base hit. The relay, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We've played 8 full. Diamondbacks lead this one 6-1. Digging in to try it again, Eduardo Escobar. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Ken Giles, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Ken Giles.
Swing and a drive. To get that one, you'll need a 50-foot ladder to make the catch. A no-doubt home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
Stepping in now, Christian Walker, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
McGuire shading to his right. 1 out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the second baseman, Wilmer.
Ready for another chance. Wilmer Flores. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now. Striding in, Adam Jones. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1. Liner toward right center. Grichuk is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But the D-backs tack on courtesy of this solo home run. One last shot for the Jays coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the Blue Jays 1. At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just the single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Line down the left field line, but this will be foul. Ready with another 0-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Marte moving in. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Up next for the Blue Jays,
coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Justin SMOAK. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peralta's under it. 2 down.
up next for the Blue Jays.
Settling in now, Brendel Grichuk. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Marte shading to his right. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts. But listen, he was good from the first inning through the 9th. Well-deserved complete game victory.
7-1 the final score in tonight's. The Arizona Diamondbacks jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Mark Durham gets the W on the mound. Matt Shoemaker couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
The final line score for the ball game tonight. First for the victorious Diamondbacks. 7 runs on 17 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 8 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Rogers Center, 49,282. The Blue Jays thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.